Come on over, it's time for Tim Friend. Hey, welcome back. We're basically right where we left off on Tim Friend. Just gotta... I don't know how many reinforcements are gonna spawn over here, but I kind of want to leave Kent and Sane down here just so they can take care of them easily. Because I do want to wring as much experience as I can from this level, but that means leaving people here so they can deal with these pirates, I believe. I'm not sure where the pirates are going to go otherwise. Like these ones, I don't want to wait for them as they crawl across the ocean here. And if that ends up happening, I might just send fucking Florina out there just murder them. We'll have Urk. So I think Urk needs experience? Yeah, he needs experience. Urk to incinerate this Wyvern Rider. Boom. Ah, gosh. I don't think I'll ever get tired of the Sage combat animations. I think they're some of the best. Oh gosh, that's partly, like, they alone make me happy about this version of Fire Emblem. Alright, what do we got in here? Reaver weapons. That's not really what I need. We can pick up some steel axes, though. 2, 3, 4, because I think that's our axe users in Hector, Kent, Sane, and Raven. Am I missing anyone? I think that's it. And then I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So everyone gets 3, which is an absurdly excessive number of axes, but that's sort of how I roll, with absurd excess. Oh, I think this will be Hector's capping level. How nice. Ooh, can we use the silver axe and one shot? No, one short. Dang. Well, we'll blow through the rest of this iron axe while we're here. Hup, bam. Feels good to just hew through Sage's HP as well. Like, that's why I love specialist units when you're using them well. I mean, he doesn't have to be a specialist unit, I suppose. He's sort of just a tank. But he feels sort of specialized in that, like, Myrmidons really give him a bad time. And he's really weak against... He has really low resistance, and... It's just miserable sending him up against mages normally, but against undefended things, he'll just shred through them. And bolting sages in particular, if he can catch them while they're holding onto that tome, it's just murder, because they're all weighed down by it, so he can actually double them. It's just murder. Yes. Wang. Boosh. Feels good. Feels good. Do you watch Rick and Morty? You should. It's genius. Have I said that already? I don't care. It's good enough that it warrants saying again. Yes! Javelins. 1, 2... Oh, Merlin is full too! Fuck! Alright. Well, Dart and Geets, guess what you're doing? You're hanging out with Florina and selling things. Selling things! Oh, I mean, they can also just pop shit into their inventory, can't they? I can cross off axes here as well. I forgot about that. I don't need to buy quite as many javelins and hand axes, or fire tomes, but I still do need to buy them, so that's what I'm gonna be doing for a little bit here. Jesus, yeah, they're all going for Kent and Sane, so that's a butt ton of experience for them. Hooray, hurrah. Where are these Wyvern Raiders gonna go? Whoa, reinforcements. Heyo. Alright, well, I'm glad that I have people in probable locations. Let's see if there's any shitty-ass things I can take out of here. I don't need that iron blade. Don't really need any of that. Give me that steel lance, it's slightly damaged. That's a good enough reason, right? Give me that heavy spear, no one needs that. Dart, your turn. Merch. Take. Steel axe is slightly damaged, you don't need that. Killer axe, halberd, hammer, devil axe. No, I'm not gonna use the devil axe, get out of here. Iron bow, long bow. Yeah. And Florina, what have you got on you? Merch. Let's dump some stuff in. Silent staff. And vulnerary. No, take that vulnerary. Let's get rid of these vulneraries instead. Dump in that elixir. Take out a... Shit. I don't even know. What should I even destroy here? I'm not using anyone with bows anymore, so I'll just dump all the bows. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Depressing, because I don't like being totally skint on a weapon, but it's just what's gonna happen here. Alright, Urk blows up that pirate. Hooray, hooroo. Unfortunately, we're relegating Florina to inventory dumping because she's the one who's able to do it the fastest, you know? That's kind of sucks, but that's what she does. At least in this level. Lynn and Elliewood, you can get some kills here, can't you? Yes, Elliewood can. Whoop! Hit the fucking trigger button. This danged gamepad controller. Ugh! Elliewood takes out my anger on that mercenary. Thank you, Elliewood. But yeah, I do like to be over-prepared, and I think it's sort of, it's like a paranoid thing I have. Sorry, I guess. I've read this thing where it's like, don't apologize for your anxieties. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. I shouldn't apologize for my anxieties. I should thank people for sticking by me despite my anxieties. And I've started to do that. And I don't know, maybe it's done well. I can't tell what it's supposed to accomplish. Son of a bitch. But, I mean, I'm doing it anyway just because, fuck it. Maybe I want to make it easier for other people to deal with me, I guess, which is a really depressing statement to say, but it's the truth. Because I'm always sort of I always feel like I'm imposing on people, and I especially feel like I'm imposing on people when I bring up my anxieties, because I don't want to like dump that on someone, you know? Like I don't want to have them feel responsible for my happiness, I suppose. And it sucks, and I don't actually feel like they should be responsible. Like, I just want to let them know a lot of the time. I want to let them know that I feel stressed about something, I guess. Or, like, just need to vent, you know? I just need to not be dealing with it by myself, I guess. Or at least know that someone else knows what I'm dealing with, so I'd have someone at my back when... you know, when I'm having a fucking anxiety attack about going on a field trip. So, like, it sucks to have to be, like, crying about that in front of my girlfriend. Spoiler alert, I do cry. Or did. But it's good, because... I felt bad, because I was, like, I felt like I was putting that on her. Like, I was making her responsible for cheering me up. But it just... Honestly, it feels good to just get it out of your system sometimes. It just, like, let people know. Or at least, if that's what works for me, your mileage may vary, and probably will. But whatever. I mean, we all deal with it in our own ways, don't we? Because we have to. God damn. Raven and Priscilla are very insistent on not getting their A support, aren't they? What can Kent do? Kent can kill this guy. Give him a stab. Give him a stab with your stabbing sword. Gotta figure out how to get those middle Wyvern Riders out of there, because I want to get their experience that they've got locked away in their fleshy bodies. But, kind of don't want them to murder Kent. Oh, but they will definitely hurt him. Probably not murder, though. Ooh. Insane. You're so strong. Oh my gosh, that was like, what, 81 damage there? Ridiculous. I mean, it's a critical, so they're gonna be ridiculous, but... That was especially ridiculous for some reason. Dart and Geets and Florina do the not enviable task of selling shit. That's extraneous. We'll have Florina go back here and get ready for the next shipment of garbage. And then we'll just sort of absorb the charge of these Wyvern Riders. Continue slaughtering pirates with our knights in shining armor. Maybe Kent will get a good level up out of this after all. He'll certainly get enough experience to level up. These Wyvern Riders come down. Hopefully they will do 10 damage like their friends did. Or 5 damage like their friend did earlier to Kent. Hopefully there's not too much variance in there, but even if there was like maximum variance, I don't think it'd be enough to kill him. Because Kent's very strong. And they're not very strong, so ha ha ha, neener neener, deal with it. Hey, there's a little downward variance for me. Yay. Go Kent. Didn't even take damage from the Wyvern Riders. It feels good. Feels good. God, I love that fucking show. Rick and Morty is like one of the... I think I've talked about like how I don't watch television, right? And Rick and Morty is honestly like one of the smartest television shows. It works perfectly with its medium. It's expertly written. It's just great. It's just great. Oh, God, more fucking Wyvern Rider reinforcements. Well, we'll move up Priscilla and Raven to deal with them and these heroes. Let's actually move up Raven into Linus's attack range, just to see if Linus has got getting a little antsy, just antsy enough to attack instead of waiting for people to come to him. We can certainly have Priscilla. How are we gonna do this? How are we going to do this? Because he's got a little damage on him. Well, fuck it. He'll just roll up and smash one of these dudes into oblivion with his hand axe. And miss. And double attack. Yeah, feels good. Yeah, enough experience to level up. Maybe we'll get a defensive and offensive level. Look at his stats. He's a monster. But yeah, I still don't really watch TV. Right now, I'm still on that board game kick that I was 2 weeks ago. I love board games, and I probably always will. So I've still been watching a lot of Shut Up and Sit Down, which is just wonderful. They've got a podcast, and that's wonderful as well. I've been playing the games they recommend, and they've been wonderful. Like, oh my god, there's a board game, a tabletop. I hesitate in defining it. There's a bluffing game. There you go, called One Night Ultimate Werewolf, and it's incredible. Go pick it up if you haven't already, because it's so good. It's a very accessible game. It's a game that anyone can play, as long as you can close and open your eyes, and it's just so. It's very good. It's a very good game, and it's about sort of like being the most. It's like you're trying to figure out who everyone else is, because everyone has a role that's secret, and they're trying to figure out who you are, and you're gonna have to vote for someone to die. But you're always going to be working with incomplete information, so you have to sort of go with your gut and try to read other people, and it's just so good, and it only takes like 15 minutes to set up and play through an entire game of it, and you just want to keep playing more and more rounds of it, but like you can choose to stop if people aren't having fun. Len got strength due to the power of my enthusiasm for One Night Ultimate Werewolf. I believe that to be the case. But yeah, if you want like a party tabletop / board game, One Night Ultimate Werewolf, man. It's so good. I played it for fucking like 4 nights in a row. And it's with like different groups each time. And it's been just a smash hit every time. It's such a strong game. Go check it out. It's very cheap, it's very small. You'll have an amazing time. Alright, we'll get back to this not exciting part of this chapter next time on Tim Friend. Tim Friend.